The girl looked no older than 16 in human years, slender, sun-browned, with a kind of feral calm one might expect from a jungle cat rather than a sentient being. Her wrists were bound in neutronium alloy cuffs, the kind used for creatures that could crush steel. She said nothing, just stared at the crowd gathered in the chamber. The chamber. Oh, it was glorious. The Apex Warlord erupted had summoned dozens of delegates from across the Orion Rim. Representatives from subjugated species, mercenary guilds, slave masters, and biotechnicians. All eager to see what this newly discovered species, the humans, had to offer. Erupted, like many, had laughed when he first heard Earth referred to as a death world. That classification was usually a myth, a planetary exaggeration. But curiosity had turned into alarm when initial recon drones sent to Earth were never recovered. The third attempt returned in pieces. Then came this one, her. She was captured during a skirmish on the outskirts of what the humans called Alaska. Took down 3 enforcers with her bare hands before being flash-bombed and tranquilized. And now she stood on trial, no, on display. Erupted rose from his dais. Massive, armored in layered carapace, with a plasma scythe forged from the heart of a neutron star hanging from his shoulder. She is unimpressive, he said. His voice echoed like tectonic plates grinding. This is the deathworlder you fear? The girl remained silent. The silence stretched to 5 seconds.
10.
13. And then, she moved. Faster than any being in the chamber could track, she surged forward. The neutronium cuffs dislocated both her thumbs and slipped right through them. She closed the distance to Erupted with terrifying precision. The warlord raised his plasma scythe. She caught it with one hand and snapped it in half. Gasps rippled through the chamber. One delegate, a feathered avity, collapsed in fright. The energy core of the weapon shorted, flaring for an instant before dying. Erupted stared at the broken hilt in shock. Impossible, he rumbled. You talked for 13 seconds too long, the girl said in perfect galactic common. It was the first time she'd spoken.
Her voice was calm, cold, human.
She took one step closer. Your weapon is a joke. Your science is crude. You think you understand death worlds. She looked at the council. We didn't survive our planet. We thrived in spite of it. You call your apex predators warlords. We call ours wildlife. You enslave species for control. We formed civilizations under constant extinction threats. You think your armor makes you strong? She nodded at Erupted's towering form. Try raising a child in a jungle filled with creatures that see fire as a mating signal. Try building cities in tectonic zones while disease and famine test every moment of weakness. Try surviving your own history, where your own species is your greatest threat. One of the delegates, a four-eyed insectoid from the Eos Combine, clicked nervously. You are just one girl. The girl smiled. It was not a comforting expression. I'm not the strongest, not the smartest, not even the fastest. But I was considered stable enough to send here. Think about that. She turned and walked to the doors of the chamber. None dared to stop her. Erupted recovered from his shock. You dare walk from my chamber? She paused, looked over her shoulder. We didn't come to be ruled. We came to observe. You wanted a sample. Now you have it. She tossed the broken plasma scythe to the floor. Tell your empires. Earth is not for conquering. If you come, come with open hands. Her gaze darkened. Or don't come at all. Aboard the human recon vessel Kipling, low orbit over Thalzaran Prime. Extraction complete, Commander Ortega said, arms folded as he watched the girl enter the Deccan chamber. Any damage? Asked Lieutenant Ramesh.
Minimal.
They pissed themselves, mostly. The commander nodded. Send a signal back. Include the footage. And make sure the message is clear. Lieutenant Ramesh raised an eyebrow. What message? Ortega didn't smile, but his eyes gleamed. That the galaxy should be very, very careful who they invite to their parties. Back in the council chamber, Erupted stared at the remnants of his weapon. The Apex Warlord had won countless wars, slaughtered species, broken suns. But the chill in his bones wasn't from fear of the girl. It was from the realization that there are more like her.
A whole planet of them.
And they were watching.